It is so exciting. I feel like if I would do nothing more before I die than open this up a little bit. Wow. See, this is going to again sound like an overstatement, but I think Christianity, present tense, is finding itself in such problematic situations at so many levels of politics, theology, philosophy, relationship, culture, that we got to re-understand the gospel from the bottom up, What was Jesus really talking about? And if we want to talk about the foundational bottom, that's what you and I are trying to talk about, you know? That we've got to make clear the shape of God that Jesus is talking about. And it's anything but an old man with a white beard sitting on a throne, all right? It's not that. And how did we read Jesus for 2,000 years now? Because it's in our hard wiring. As you know, I begin the book by quoting Thomas Kuhn's the structure of scientific revolutions. And he sort of coined the phrase paradigm shift. And he says that the world of religion and the world of science both are so ingrained in their way of thinking and so resistant to any paradigm shift that it often it demands that this generation die off before a new paradigm shift can even be allowed. And I fear that might even be the case with this rediscovery of Trinity. That most people, even who've heard me preach on it here in the parish church, they'll come up and say, "Oh, Father, that was so nice." But you have the terrible suspicion that nothing has changed. Do you understand? And it's not their fault. They're not. They love what I'm saying.
Right.
But to disengage this old white man with a white beard, who is sending down thunderbolts and rewarding the few saints, is so ingrained since they were at their mother's knee.
Absolutely.
That they don't know how to let go of it. Yeah.
At the same time, what I feel like I see happening in our culture is there is a mass disengagement, and it sometimes maybe occurs as throwing the baby out with the bathwater, that the white-bearded Zeus god is so unrehabilitatable that they're like, you know,
well put.
I'm letting go of Christianity altogether. I'm letting go of these stories, these narratives, this image of God. And I think what we're at least attempting to do is to suggest, both for burned out people still in the church, as well as people who say, you know, I'm kind of done with that whole thing, that there is another way. We're not just making it up. Like, it's deeply rooted in the best impulses of our tradition and of our lineage, but it suggests an entirely different way to go about things. And you're right, hearing messages alone can't transform our relationship to it. We need practices, we need friendships, we need vital community.
Well put.
And we at least try to give the tools for people that want to become a serious apprentice of this idea of really undertaking, what does it mean to be a friend to God? What does it mean to be a friend to myself? What does it mean to be a friend to others and to our world? That's what we're
say it so well,
to infuse in this text.